Good morning, grade 5. As we did last week on Thursday, we will continue revision. And this week, inshallah, will be only a revision week. We will revise on most of the term 2 curriculum, and we'll do quick revision sheets, okay? So let's start right away. Last time we did this revision on chapter 2, lesson 1. If you guys remember, how are living things grouped? What do we mean by classification? And that we need to classify living things in order to make it a lot easier for us to study them. Remember? Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
Yes, like what is classification? What is it useful for? Um, we learned that we have 7 levels of classification. Can someone please remind me with? Just raise your hands first. What are the
It's okay.
7? What are the 7 levels of classification again? Yes, Reem. Reem, do you want to answer or do you have a
Yes,
question?
I will answer.
Okay.
Kingdom,
Yes.
uh,
It's
order,
okay. Well, you have to say them in order. Okay. But yes, we have order in them. What else? They're supposed to be 7.
okay. Class,
Class. Yes, that's right. What else?
family,
Family. Yes.
uh,
You're still missing 3. Can you remember them?
Miss, can I say them?
Like, what is the major group? Wait, give Reem a chance, okay?
um,
Okay.
Okay,
as,
Reem, what about the
this is
major group? The biggest one?
kingdom.
Kingdom, yes, that's right. You still have 2. Can you remember them? So you said
What?
order, you said family, you said uh,
And
kingdom, right?
yeah,
That's why you have to remember them in order so you will not miss anything. Okay. So thank you, Reem, for sharing some of them with us. Okay. But I hope
okay.
you will remember them in order. Now listen to one of your friends. One of your friends will say them in order. Okay.
Miss, can I say
So
them?
you can remember them. Amu, do not speak without permission, please. Okay. You raised your hand. And now I'm the one to choose who will answer. Okay. I know you know the answer, ya Am. I know you know all the answers every time, mashallah, and I know that. But just give me a chance to finish talking, okay? Amu, you can say the first 3. The first 3 levels. Not all of them.
Okay.
Yes. Can you say them in
Kingdom.
order?
Yes.
Yes, from the biggest to the lowest, which is the smallest.
Kingdom,
Kingdom, exactly.
phylum,
Phylum,
and class.
class. Thank you so much, Am. Thank you as usual. Thank you so much. Okay, now we'll move to Uday. Uday, would you like to answer? Uday, are you with us? You're raising your hand.
Yes.
Yes. So Amr, first Reem said the whole some of the levels. She didn't say all of them, but thank her so
Yes.
much. And now we're saying them in order. So Amr said kingdom, phylum, class. Can you repeat the other 2 after class? What do we call the 2 after class? Can you remember?
Yes.
Yes.
Spice,
What?
spice, and genus.
You mean species and genus?
Yes.
Okay, first, those are not in the same order, and those are not the next levels. So Amr said kingdom, phylum, class, and then we have. Can Yasin Sadat answer this question?
Yes.
Yes. After class, what do we have?
Uh, Kingdom, phylum, class.
Class. Yes. Yasin Sadat.
Yes.
Can you remember? What about Yasin Adwini?
Yes, miss.
Yes?
Mm.
بس
Can
خلاص
I
عرفت
know
مس.
them.
can you remember?
I know them all.
Okay, so I want you to tell me the one after the third level. So we said kingdom, phylum, class, and then we have.
Order,
Thank you,
family, genus,
Yassine. Thank no, don't say all of them. Thank you. Then we have order. Okay, and then we have. Can you tell me the next one?
family,
Family. Yes, that's right. And then we have genus and species. Ya Uday. Can you see? Uday, are you still with us?
Yes.
So you didn't say them wrong. I mean, of course, you spelled species wrong, but I mean, you didn't say like they still included in the levels, but you just have to say them in order. Okay. So again, guys, I asked you to read this lesson last time, okay? And make sure that tomorrow you're reading the lesson on the weekly plan, okay? Okay? So, you guys, if you logged in the SMS, you will find in the weekly plan what lesson should you read. So please try to read it so you will have a small reminder so we don't have to say everything from the beginning. Okay, guys? Please. Because this is not a vacation again. We're still in term two. We did not finish it. And you guys still have marks for participation and you still have marks for your projects. Of course, some of you finished already their projects. And yes, you still got marks. You still have 60%. So please, guys, don't like think you are in vacation anymore because it's not. And we have no idea what's going to happen in term three. So please, guys, try to read. I'm not asking for too many things, just to read, okay? So again, in lesson one, we learned also that we have from 5 or 6 kingdoms. Okay, you guys learning about 5 of them: animals, kingdom for animals, and kingdom for plants, fungi, protist, and bacteria. I hope you guys can remember what are fungi. Like, can you give me example of fungi? So I have a lot of people raising their hands. So let me pick a girl this time. We have Aysel. Aysel, can you remember 2 or 1 example of fungi? Can you remember?
Mushroom.
Mushrooms, yes, that was the most famous one. We still have some bacteria that also helps in breaking down dead plants and animals, and they feed on dead plants and animals. Did you guys know that fungi's cells also contain cell wall, just like the plant cell? Do you know that? So, what made the scientists confused? First, that fungi do not move like plants, which is a similar thing between both of them. That was the first thing they thought about.
And both of them
The
grow.
second one, yes, is that they found cell wall in the fungi cells, like in the structure of fungi, they found a cell wall. But then they decided to put it in a whole group because fungi don't have cell. I'm sorry, they don't have chloroplasts because they can make their own food. If you guys still remember this,
Yes.
all of that was supposed to be in grade four when you guys were in grade four when we learned about classification. And then we learn that classification starts with the large group, which is kingdom, and then we move into smaller and smaller group until we reach a species, which contains only one kind of organism or a unique kind of organism. Okay, I hope you guys remember that. And we said that
Yes.
the scientific name of any living thing contains 2 parts, which is genus and species.
Species.
Okay. Yes. Genus and species. Like your name and your family name, if you guys remember that. Okay. But in here it's called the genus. So, what is one detail about the species level of classification is that a species is an exact or specific group that includes only one kind of living thing, like only house cats, for example. Guys, whoever is yawning, please mute yourself, okay? You can go wash your face if you want. Okay, who said miss at like I was talking and someone said miss? So don't you have any questions? Okay, we'll have a quick revision. Some people are still raising their hands. Do you guys have any questions? Yasin Duaini, Amr, Aisel, Reem. You guys still raising your hands. Do you need any questions?
Yeah. No.
بس يعني
Yes, Reem. What do you need to ask?
انتوا لو بتعملوا يعني طالما ما فيش امتحان بتاع exam يعني انتوا بتعملوا revision على ايه؟
Well, Reem education or going to the school is not only to get marks, it's to learn more information. Yani going to the school is not only for marks, it's for learning. That's what we seek from the school, okay? So from the online learning, you're not learning just to get, like 60 out of 60 or 40 out of 40. You're learning in order to get knowledge.
يعني مفيش امتحان؟ يعني انتوا لما تعملوا revision مفيش
Yes, there is
امتحان؟
no term to exam, but you still need to revise the information you learned about. And that was what was I scared of? You guys forgot some of the information you're supposed to remember. You're supposed to learn these for information, so it can qualify you for the next year and the next and the next. You're not learning to get marks. You're not learning for only getting into the term exam. Okay. I hope you can change your thoughts about that. Okay. Hannah Sultan, you're raising your hand. Yes.
Hi, Miss Nohan.
Hi, Hannah.
I want to ask you if where are we going to send the project? An email.
Well, you
Something?
can send it to me. You can take a picture of your project and send it to me on Messenger, WhatsApp, SMS if you'd like. I think from next week or from term 3, basically, we will start sending receiving your messages on the SMS. They're working on something, I think. So, until till term 3, you can send it to me on Messenger or WhatsApp.
Okay.
Or
Thank you, Miss
SMS if you could, but I just cannot find all the messages on SMS. So it will be better to send it on
Miss.
WhatsApp or the messenger. Okay,
Okay. Thank you, Miss Nohan.
you're welcome. Yasin Duweni, do you
Miss
have any
Noah?
questions? Okay, so I think not. Amr, yes. Do you have any questions?
I want to say something.
Yes, Amr.
My project didn't work.
Yes, I know. Your mother sent me a message. It's okay. You added
Yes.
too much sugar, and I told her what you're supposed to do. If you wanted to repeat it just for fun, it's okay. But you already did your project, so you got your marks. So, guys, whoever
Okay.
did his project and he sent me a picture, he will get the mark. Okay? You don't have to get a final result to get your mark. Okay? Okay, guys. So back to the revision part. So this is chapter 2, lesson 2. What are vertebrates and invertebrates? So I need a quick reminder. Can you guys remind me what are vertebrates and invertebrates? Hannah, do you have any questions? Hannah Sultan, do you have any questions? Because you're raising your hand. Okay, think not. You forgot to lower it. Okay, we have Shlok. Yes, Shlok. Can you remind me what are vertebrates? What is the
Yes.
major difference between vertebrates and invertebrates?
Invertebrates, the difference between them, vertebrates have a backbone, invertebrates don't have a backbone.
Exactly, yes. So vertebrates are animals that have backbone, like this owl, for example. Invertebrates are the animals that do not have a backbone. That's totally right. Yes, thank you so much, Shlok. Okay, can someone give me example of invertebrates? Invertebrates. Abdulrahman Tanahi, would you give me an example of invertebrates? Maybe 1 or 2 examples if you'd like. Yes.
And
I cannot hear you. Your voice is a little bit far, or there's some noise in it. Can you get closer to the mic?
octopuses
Okay, so I heard octopus
and
and what?
insects.
Insects. Yes, that's right. That's correct. Thank you so much, Tanahi. Thank you so much. Okay, so back to the study sheet. Of course, guys, you can find all these study sheets on the SMS if you'd like. So, as we said, vertebrates are animals with backbone. Okay, and they include 5 groups. If you guys remember, can someone tell me 2 groups? Let me beg people that do not raise their hands. Okay, we have Kinsey. Kinsey, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here.
Yes, can you tell me 2 groups that belongs to vertebrates? So we have 5 classes that are included as vertebrates. Can you remember 2 of them?
Mammals
Mammals, yes. What else?
and birds.
Birds, yes. Thank you so much, Kinsey. Yes. So she said 2. Now we need 3. I will pick someone else that do not raise their hands. Okay, we have let me pick Malak. Malak Al-Mizayyin, are you with us today?
Yes, miss.
Yes. So as you heard, Kinsey said mammals and birds. Can you tell me what 2 groups or maybe the 3, the rest 3? So she said mammals, birds. Can you tell me maybe 2 or 3? Or even 1 if you remember?
I remember. Sorry.
Yeah.
Reptiles,
Reptiles, yes, that's right. What else?
amphibians,
Amphibians, yes. You still have
and
1.
fish. Fish.
And what?
Fish.
Fish. Yes, that's right. Thank you, Malak. Thank you, Kinsey. So that's right. That's right. Thank you, girls. The vertebrates have 5 classes under them. We have mammals, and those are the animals that are covered with hair or fur. Okay, and they known as mammals because they have mammary glands to feed their babies with milk, and that's where they got their names, mammals, right? And they give birth to their babies. They are the only group that give birth to their babies. Okay, and also the only group that feed their babies with milk. The last feature about them is being warm blooded. And can someone remind me what is a warm blooded? What do you mean by warm blooded and cold blooded? Let me check people raising their hands first. Okay, so we have Yasin Dueni. Yes, Yasin, you can tell me the difference if you'd like.
Okay.
Yes.
Warm blooded that
Tell me how you understand it. You don't have to say it like in specific. Just tell me how do you remember. What do you mean by warm blooded?
it's
Okay,
that
take your time.
warm. I didn't remember so much.
Okay, you raised your hand, Yasin. That's why I just asked you. It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry. Amr, can you remember?
Maybe.
Yes. Can you remind us then?
The warm blooded.
Yes.
Mm, it has its blood is warm to outside. The weather outside.
Okay, well, you're close to the answer. Yes, yes, Amr, that's right. So what you got the answer from warm-blooded. You mean like their blood is warmer, or it's warmer than the outside. Well, warm-blooded is you are close. Thank you so much, Amr, and thank you, Yasin, for trying. Thank you so much. Um, Warm-blooded guys are the animals that we can say they have a certain body temperature, if you guys remember, a certain body temperature. Okay, guys, so again, here is a reminder for you guys to see some of the pictures. So as we said, the mammals Birds, fish, reptiles, and amphibians, as Malak and Kinsey said, they all belong to the vertebrates, the five groups that belongs to the vertebrates. We started with mammals, and I asked you guys about the warm-blooded. So again, warm-blooded means they have a certain body temperature like we do. For examples, humans have like a 37 Celsius. Like if we got, more temperature, we'll feel hot and then we'll start sweating or we can get sick, for example. So this is our body temperature. That's why we are warm-blooded. We have our own body
A
temperature. If you
certain
guys remember
temperature.
this, yes. So we can feel hot, we can feel cold, we can feel if there is a cold wind moving around. This is what we mean by warm blooded. Cold blooded, on the contrary, or like the opposite of warm blooded, their body temperature can change up to the climate. Okay, it can change up. If it's a cold weather, their bodies also will be cold, so they will not feel any difference. So they do not feel cold or warm. Okay, that's what we mean by cold blooded. So snakes, for example, are cold-blooded. They do not feel the heat. Okay, they can sense everything around them. And as you guys asked me once, I think it was Tanahi. He was the one that asked me, why do snakes get their tongues out? I remember the question till today, and it's because they breathe with it. They do not like scare the enemies with it, just breathe it. They use it to sense the surroundings. So back to warm-blooded. Do you guys now get what warm-blooded means?
Yes.
Yes. So mammals and birds are the only one or the only groups or the only
Are
classes
warm-blooded.
that are warm-blooded. Exactly. Birds can feel the heat and the coldness. Mammals can do so. Now moving to birds, they are not so special with a lot of things. I mean, they still are warm-blooded. They lay eggs, which is something that all the other classes share, like fish, reptiles, amphibians. All of them also lay eggs, so it's not so special. What's so special about birds is that they have
Have
feathers.
feathers.
Exactly, and two wings. Okay, two wings, but we learned that there is a type of animal that also has, I'm sorry, two wings and can fly, but it belongs to mammals. Can someone remind me of the example?
Owl.
Yes.
Should I answer?
Let me
Bat.
check who's raising. Yes, Isil.
Bat.
What?
Bat.
Bats. Yes, thank you so much. So alhamdulillah, guys, you are starting to remember now. Then we moved to reptiles, and we said reptiles are cold-blooded, okay, and they lay eggs, and they have dry skin covered with scales. We talked about amphibians, and we said amphibians are so special because they kind of have two lives, or two stages in their lives. In the beginning of their lives, they live in the water, and they breathe with gills, and then when they are adults, they start breathing with lungs, okay?
Miss, I can see their stomach. Here.
Yes, it's a transparent frog. It's a type of frog that is transparent. You can see all his organs under his skin. Okay, and they have smooth, moist skin, and also they lay eggs, and they are cold-blooded also. Finally, the fish, which are
Fish.
also cold-blooded, they lay eggs
No.
and they breathe
Miss.
through gills. This is the only group, okay, that breathes through gills their whole life. Okay, and they are also covered with the scales, but the difference between the scales of a fish and a reptile is that the scales of a fish is moist, okay, while the scales of a reptile is actually dry, okay, and they do have scales to protect their skin, by the way. And then we had some examples like squirrels. It's a
Mammal.
mammal, of course. A bat is a mammal,
Mammal.
which some people get confused with this because mean they have wings. Come on, they should be birds, but no, they are not birds. They are actually mammals because they give birth and they feed their babies with milk. We still have 10 minutes, so we elephant and
Mammal.
had a lot of examples. You guys can go check the session before about this lesson, and now we'll move to the questions. We'll try to do as much as questions as we can, and the rest will be homework, and you guys can
Homework.
deliver. Yes, and you guys can deliver this homework like by Thursday. Okay, anyway, we'll do the worksheet next time if we did not finish it today, but you still have it as a homework. Okay, so an animal with a backbone, that's what we call, huh?
Miss answer?
Yes,
Vertebrate.
vertebrates. Who was that? Yes, Am. Thank you so much, Am. Okay, let's move to Kinsey. Largest group for classifying living things?
Kingdom.
Kingdom. Thank you so much, Kinsey. Yes. I need people to raise their hands because I'm going to ask people that are, seems to be sleepy in the session. Like, for example, Tito. We have Tito with us today.
Miss, you put for us points for
Well,
answering
yes, they get
questions.
participation, yes, and they, it's a lot better to answer a lot of questions, right? To be special with this kind of
Yes.
thing. Yes, Tito, do we have Tito with us or is he sleepy? Tito.
He's joining now.
Yes, Tito, are you with us?
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Tito. Number 3, the smallest group for classifying living things. What do you think the answer will be?
1 second. It's A, B, C, or D, right?
Well, AB only, like we did C and D.
Yeah, okay. B.
B, yes, species. Of course, the last one is easy. Organizing things into
Yeah.
groups is actually classification. Now we'll move into some choosing. Choose questions. Which of these is a kingdom? Let me pick Selim.
Miss, so I'm done.
Selim, are you with us? Selim, are you with us? Okay, we have Amgad.
Yes, Miss.
Yes, Amgad. Which of these is a kingdom? Fungi, invertebrates, reptiles, or vertebrates?
Reptiles?
Did you ask? I'm sorry. Did you read the question well? I'm saying a kingdom. Do we have a kingdom for reptiles only? Come on.
No.
What do you think?
Vertebrates.
Well, Amgad, you need to focus. Tanahi, can you answer this question, please?
Yeah.
Yes?
Fungi.
Fungi. Thank you so much. We said we have 5 to 6 kingdoms. We have a kingdom for animals, kingdom for plants, kingdom for fungi, and kingdom for bacteria, and kingdom for microscopic organisms, which we called protists. Amgad, please try to focus, okay? We have 5 kingdoms. And we started with kingdom Animalia, which includes 5 groups under it, or 5 classes. So do not mix between them. Which 3 groups are in the correct order from largest to smallest? Now we need people with good focusing in here. So we have Yasin Dwayne. Do you want to make it up with the last question?
Yes.
Okay, so which 3 groups are in the correct order?
H.
I cannot hear you well, but just take your time. It's okay.
Family, genus, species, number H.
H, family, genus, and species. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Yasin Dwayne. Thank you so much. Okay, now question number 7. I'm sorry about that. Question number 7. Which 2 animals are invertebrates? Which 2 animals are invertebrates? We have Hamid. Do we have Hamid with us? Hamid, are you with us?
Yes.
No, Miss.
Yes, Hamid. Can you answer number 7? Which 2 animals are invertebrates? So we have snail and robin. Robin is a type of birds. Zebra, fish, and zebra. Octopus and starfish. Anglefish and butterfly.
The invertebrates mammals and birds, right?
Yes?
So zebra, no.
So it's gonna be octopus and starfish.
Starfish.
Okay.
Okay.
But just let me check this question next time also.
Miss,
Okay, number 8. Guys, just, I
anglefish.
will check. It's not angular fish, actually. It's called anglefish. So I will check about this one. Number 8. Can someone answer number 8? We have Habiba. Habiba.
Yes, it's invertebrates.
Yes. Which is a group of animals with no backbone, invertebrates. Thank you so much, Habiba. Number 9. We Asir. Asir, are you with us, Asir?
Yes.
Yes, Asir. Can you answer number 9? Which group has the greatest number of animal species?
Vertebrates.
Yes?
Vertebrates.
Invertebrates. Yeah, that's right. Invertebrates, because they contain the insects. Okay. Okay, guys, we'll have to stop at this point.
So
I'll go
from
back
number
to
10.
question number 7 again. And here it does not include an anglefish. Angle, not angler fish. There's big difference between them. But I mean, this answer is also right. I don't know why is he saying which 2 animals are invertebrates only. But like, I mean, anglefish is a type of fish. Come on.
Yes, Miss.
Guys, anyone discover the mistake in here?
Yes, it's a fish. How it's a fish and doesn't have it?
Thank you
and
so
it
much. Exactly.
How?
Yes. I was just like going through like, okay, guys, so
Butterfly.
this answer is also true and stuff like that. So you guys can understand the mistake. And alhamdulillah, some of you understood the mistake. Yes. Anglefish in here, because some of you guys get confused about the fish and they think fish are invertebrates. That's not right. Okay. So any type of fish is still a vertebrate. It has a backbone. Okay.
So,
Whether
Miss,
it's
but octopus is a fish.
Yes.
Octopus is a fish.
No, octopus is not a fish. This is a big difference.
And the
Octopus,
starfish.
octopus belongs to the invertebrates. This is something we did not talk about. Let me go back to
And
it.
the
That's why I said
starfish.
we have to stop at this point, because if we talked about the invertebrates in here, you will find we have sponges,
Mouse.
jellyfish, corals, and we have 3 main groups. I will talk about them tomorrow. Okay. So guys, please read this lesson, okay? And we will talk about them tomorrow and maybe watch some videos and continue the worksheet. Okay?
And Miss, the starfish, it's also not a fish? It's not a
Yes,
fish?
no, it's not a fish. It's just called starfish, but it's not a fish. Actually, it's something else. It's echinoderms, which are the organisms that have a skin with spikes. We'll talk about those tomorrow, okay, guys? Because we have less than a minute. Thank you for today. Please tomorrow try to participate more, okay? See you guys tomorrow because the session is almost over. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
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 Bye bye.
Bye.
Oh, bye.